You need to make $5,000 and you need to make it fast. So instead of starting a traditional online business with all the complexity and all the risk that it involves, or instead of going for long-term strategies where you're going to see returns in years, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a model that allows me to go from working in the kitchen to making $20,000 per month without having to incur in all this risk and without having to build complicated funnels or starting complicated ventures. But before I share this with you, you need to be aware of the traditional online business trap. Because if you're anything like me, when I got started into this, I followed the traditional advice. What is the traditional advice? Where is what everybody is advising you to do: start a traditional online business or build a personal brand. And the reason why that is a business trap specifically for beginners is because you're competing with people that have 10 times more money than you, 10 times more skills than you, 10 times more network and connections than you. It's very, very complex. Oftentimes it requires upfront investment. If we go, for example, for e-commerce, you need money to be able to invest on ads. If you go Amazon FBA and you want to start a traditional online business, you need money for inventory, right? Like if you want to do, I don't know, low ticket info or affiliate marketing, you need to put money on ads. And if it's not going to be money on ads, is you need to invest in generating traffic organically, oftentimes with creating content, dedicated tons of hours to create content. So as you can see, there's a lot of money that goes up front or a lot of your time that goes up front. Now, I tried this for 2 years and I didn't see success. Why? Because of these things. Like I didn't have that amount of money to be able to just put on advertising. I didn't have this set of skills that were required: marketing, sales, client fulfillment, delivery, offer creation. I didn't have that, right? Until I came across this model. And it's a model that works like this. You only need to learn one skill and you only need to put this skill at the serve of one client. So it's like a one client business. You learn one skill, you learn how to solve one big pressing problem. That's very important. It's not any skill. It's a skill that is solving an expensive problem. So companies want to solve it because they have urgency to solve it and they have money to solve it. So typically, these expensive problems are attached to their ability to make more money and to grow. If you can make a company grow and generate them more money, boom, you are right where you need to be. And that is exactly what this specific model is. And I want to share it with you in a second. In terms of the concept, you need to learn one skill. You need to monetize this skill with one client. And if you pick the right model, which is the one that I'm about to share with you, from one client, you can make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month, which translate to thousands of dollars per week. And you can do it right away. You can do it right from you start working with the client. In your first week, you can make $5,000. So what is this one client model? Well, it comes from a new big opportunity that's called the high income skill opportunity, where there is a lot of, because of the digital gold rush and the digital revolution, everybody's wanting to build a personal brand, a traditional online business. The people that are actually taking off these businesses, they're having big pressing problems in regards to client acquisition. So if you can have that one skill inside of client acquisition that helps them get more clients, and I'm going to give you 3 today, you can get paid really, really well. One is copywriting. So it's essentially on the marketing side. It's one skill. You only need one client. You become the copywriter and you take care of all the sales messaging, the sales video scripts, the email marketing, the ads, etc. You take care of that and you can make 5 figures per month. The second one is content creation for personal brands, because there's 2 types of marketing. There's the problem solution marketing, which comes from copywriting. And then there is the connection to a tribe type of marketing, which comes from personal branding. There's people that buy because they have a problem, and there's people that buy because they want to belong to the brand, to the personal brand. They want to work specifically with that brand. And that comes with a specific strategy that is called personal branding content creation. So if you're a creative, you can get paid 5 figures just by learning this skill and having one client. And the third skill, which is the one that I recommend because it's the one that changed my life, is high ticket closing, where you can literally make 10,000, 20,000, 5 figures per month by simply taking care of the enrollments and doing the closing on behalf of one company. Because these high ticket companies, in order for them to get clients, they need to speak with the clients, the people that are already interested, in a Zoom meeting. They need to explain the product and everything on a Zoom meeting. They need to get to know them, filter them because they don't work with everybody, and the good fits are presented with a solution, and then you collect the payment and you enroll the clients. That is an essential part of these businesses. But they cannot be all day running these meetings because they're very busy. So they need a high ticket closer to be able to do this for them. And that's all you do as a high ticket closer. You have this very valuable skill, which is high ticket enrollments, high ticket closing. You speak with people that are already interested in working with the brand, and you take these meetings on their behalf. You close the deals, you collect payments, you make the company money, you give the founder their time back. And in the meantime, you get a percentage of each deal that you close. Nowadays, you can literally get paid $500 to $1,000 per enrollment. And each enrollment, each meeting is 1 hour long. So you can literally make $1,000 in 1 hour. And that's exactly how I went from zero to learning this skill to be able to make my first 10, and then eventually in less than a year, $20,000 per month as a full-time high ticket closer. So I'm not only living proof that this is possible, because if I did it, anybody can do it. As you can see, English is not my first language, but furthermore, I've been able to help dozens of beginners go from nothing into full-time closer. People like Brian, Nastia, Joey, Scott, all of them started from nothing. So it's not only me, there's plenty of examples and living proof that you can learn it from scratch and get to 5 figures per month without the complexity and the risk of starting a traditional business. What it is that you need, how can you get started with this opportunity, this high income skill market? Very simple. You just have to pick one. If you want to go with high ticket closing, great. If you want to go with personal branding, content creation, whatever that might be, just pick one, learn it to a minimum viable level. That's very, very important. And then start selling the service. Don't wait until you have it perfectly under control and you've mastered it. No. Just learn it to a minimum viable level. You can do that in 1 or 2 months. And then start selling this service. You only need one client. You only need one client to be able to do this for. So start getting out there, find this client, and then start doing their sales on their behalf. And as soon as you do that, you're going to learn a ton, but most importantly, you're going to start monetizing your skill. And you can it's immediate. Like the moment you start working with the client, start taking the calls on their behalf, you can make 4 figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000 in a single week. That's the power of high ticket closing. But nothing is going to change if you don't start. So if you want to dive deeper and you want to take advantage of the high income skill market, and specifically you want to do it with high ticket closing, in this channel, that's all we talk about. So if you want to know more about high ticket closing, I'm going to leave a video here where I break down the entire high ticket closing model, how it works, the math, the numbers behind it in further detail. So click the video and I will see you there.